This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Great podcast today.
Hi,
hey,
everybody.
Amy and Priya, what do you reckon?
Hey,
Good
what do you
podcast
reckon,
today?
Priya? What do you think? Good show
Highlight?
today?
What was your highlight?
What was your favourite bit?
All the baby stories with Ellie.
Yeah,
She's cute.
sure. Baby's not being born at home.
Yeah.
Not being born in
Amy,
hospital.
what was your favourite bit?
Priya stole mine.
Okay.
No, you have to have another favourite bit. Then
on.
what was your
Another
second
highlight?
favourite bit?
Ursula Carlson.
Yeah.
Well said. What about when I throw in bangers and mash? Because that was talked about
Hey,
today.
no, it's not about our favourite bits. Harry, what's your favourite bit from this morning? Can't have the same bit.
Oh, it's a bit in a bit though. Does that count?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah,
What about
it's
when
in
we
a
played
bit.
some Xavier Rudd, Follow the Sun?
Yes!
Oh, I see.
Oh, from the pregnancy bit.
Yeah, that's got relevance.
Yeah, rip-offs.
Yes.
Sean was talking
that
about
was also
that. Yeah,
potato related.
Yeah.
It was a bit of potato chat early
But,
on.
You know,
Yeah.
you get angry over the fact that some places
they're ripping
stiffen
you
you with
off.
the chips.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Stop banging on about it. That's it, everybody. Everyone seemed to really enjoy the show.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean. This is what I came for. Yeah. Perth's Nova 937. Keep on giving me all you got.
It's 6:03. Nathan and Sean. Hello, friends. Happy Thursday.
I don't
just
have
told
good
me
friends.
with Venom, just shut up.
Because you give me stink eye, mate.
I was just looking
give me
in general
stink eye.
direction. What is there to
With
smile
stink
about?
eye.
What's there to smile about, Sean?
Geez, these rumours of a rift are true, aren't they?
Here's the thing
What?
to smile about. When I came in here to Harry, just think about this. We get through today. We're into Friday tomorrow. Boom. We're out of here.
Yeah, that's how
Exciting,
Thursdays
isn't it?
work, Sean.
Yeah.
I know, but you got to look at the process. you got to
look
think
cup
about
half,
it.
Cup half full. You're right.
Here's the other satisfying thing. I'm coming off the back of having bangers and mash for dinner last night, so I'm up and about.
Here we go.
Can I say I just love bangers and mash? I never have it. I just don't mash potatoes at home by myself. Mashed potatoes to me is for more than one person.
Nathan's rules that he lives by.
No,
Completely arbitrary rules that he makes up and then punishes
I
himself
think
by
there's
living by
there's
them.
nothing sadder than mashing up like 1.5 potatoes.
that's true. What was the other thing I was thinking about on Food Watch you couldn't do the other day that I was really up and about?
So why don't
over?
you make two lots
I
and then
know,
have the
Natalie, and then have the
leftovers?
leftovers. I know.
No.
Yeah. I think you need a family.
Sean forbids it.
No, here's the thing. I think it might have been the start of the week. I opened the fridge and some person I live with has wrapped up mashed potato in Glad wrap and just left it like
a
a
lump.
beef patty or something in the
like
fridge.
a lump, not
Yes.
in, not in a
they've scraped it
container.
out of the bowl onto the Glide wrap and
Yes.
then created a parcel out of it.
Yeah, looks stupid.
Oh,
It
dear.
And I threw it in the, anyway, I threw it in the bin. Can't have this.
Oh, well, I could have had it. I can have mashed potato if a family's made it. Just being single, I'm not allowed to make it myself.
So can you have bangers and mashless then? Mashless
you
bangers?
know I've had sausages in the freezer. You've seen in
Yes.
my freezer.
Are you still doing
they're,
that, by the
They're
way?
in pairs.
Are you still
Yeah.
doing that?
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you talking about, Sean? I can't just buy a whole bulk thing of sausages and take them home and then just like cook them all. I'll
No,
have
that's-
sausages
okay.
coming out of every part of me.
Well,
No, but if you're
single.
single, you've got to work out how many sausages is polite for you in a sitting, and then for me it's 2. So then I just wrap them in pairs like
Are
Noah's
they the
Ark.
fat ones? Or are they the long ones?
There's a variety of long or fat, Sean.
Variety's the spice of life,
it's what you feel like at the time.
Okay, I feel
it's
like
what you
the
can
time.
handle. We're not going to lie, for the entire time since you've heard from us last,
Yes.
we've been talking about bangers and mash.
And because Ali
everyone
came
has
rushing
separately
in.
come in with the story. Ali, would you like
Ali,
to approach?
you belted into the studio with this
Approach
story.
the
I had
microphone.
bangers and mash for dinner last night.
Pretty exciting
But-
times.
But you have do it with a bit of a twist, and I think it's really interesting and people need to know.
I like my sausages pre-cut. I like them in little medallions.
So you cook them, then slice them into
No, no,
medallions,
no.
then serve them.
She doesn't slice it into medallions.
Dougie does.
Dougie comes up her sausages for you to make little sausage coins, and that's the only way that you eat
Yes,
your bangers
and
and
I
mash.
like them thin. They can't be thick coins. I like thin coins.
You're more
coins.
a 5-cent piece girl
You're
than a
a
20-cent piece
I
girl.
wondered, big banger and mash is going to make big money today because I want bangers and mash. You're going to have to make the mash for me. Sam, come over and tell us
Yeah.
Your bangers and
your
mash
bangers
story.
and mash story that Sam ran
Yeah,
in to
so I
tell
was
us.
in Melbourne last week and I had bangers and mash twice at 2 different pubs. I've never seen it on a menu before, so I was so stoked to be like,
And what
yum.
was it like?
delicious, incredible, and I want it again.
Now, did you feel judgment from other people in the pub looking at you ordering bangers and mash? Because I feel sometimes when you order the bangers and mash, people go, you can make that at home. You
You
for sure.
basic bitch.
I did initially because there was a lot of palmies going around.
It's the same look at the people that order the fish and chips. They get the same look.
Yeah.
If anyone does have a bangers and mash story, 13, 24, 10. It's just that people have been running in.
I mean, it is the season. It's bangers and mash season.
It is the season.
And maybe you cut your sausages the way Ali does, like little coins, to be able to get them down.
I mean, you do use a knife and fork, right?
Oh, he just puts it in a bowl.
She's throwing her hands up.
Candace, hello.
Hello, how's
Hey.
it going?
Good, Candace.
Talk to us about bangers and mash, Candace.
Well, I neglect my children at home because I only serve them sweet potatoes.
Yes.
And we went to the pub Thursday night in that wild wintry storm, and my daughter saw mashed potato on the side, and all she wanted, and she turns the page. His menu has bangers and mash. So she's ordered bangers and mash. My son went with his regular fish and chips and hubby the steak, and the two of them ended up stealing half her dinner because they regretted not getting bangers and mash themselves.
Everybody coveted
Everyone
her
wants
bangers and
bangers
mash.
and mash.
So was bangers and mash not on the main menu, only on the kids' menu?
Yeah, just the
Yeah,
kids.
that's rude. Why is
Missed opportunity,
It's not
isn't
just
it?
for kids.
As a adult, are you allowed to order from the kids' menu without raising an eyebrow from the staff?
say-
A lot of people do it. A lot of women would
Do
do
they?
that.
But it's mostly like nuggets, though.
No, because you'll get the spaghetti.
Okay,
Get the
right.
spaghetti bolognese. stock standard, Napolitano.
you are paying for a meal,
Yes.
but it is the cheapest meal on there.
Yeah, and you mightn't feel like a big one.
So you think it's fine?
Yeah, I do, and I've seen it a lot actually.
Interesting.
I have. I don't
If you
know.
beg to differ, 13, 24, 10. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I wonder.
You think you shouldn't be able to do it?
Well, from the venue's point of view.
I understand why they would say no. I would never do it because I would feel,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? If I got publicly in trouble, I'd be mortified and have to leave the country.
Yeah, if they ask for ID, it's like, sir, you're not under 12.
So, for example, the pasta meals, or this is the one I see regularly. If you get a big spaghetti bolognese, that might be too much for you.
Yeah, but
so
you're
they get
supposed
the
to- you're
kids one and
supposed
it
to
costs
do-
you $11 and everyone walks out. You've had enough.
I know,
it
but
costs you 11.
they've had 8 people walk in and they've only spent $11 each. They're not going to be happy about it. They're trying to make a buck.
You're supposed to do what Dad does. Whatever you
Yeah,
haven't
you
got
take it
finished, you
home.
take the Tupperware container out of your bag and then you scrape it in at the table.
Everybody knows that.
Sean.
Thanks, Candace.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Cost of living at the moment really makes us look at every purchase and
Yes.
what we're getting for our money.
It's true.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I tell
Yeah.
you what, the interest rates, they're bleeding everyone dry, including at my house.
I think the one thing that is a real contentious issue for people is hot chips. Personally,
We're very potato-based this morning, aren't we?
No, I feel it. I feel it.
You guard your chips with your life. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's a part. It's your chips. If you wanted one of my chips, then you must ask me, or else I could rip your head off. Probably hurt you a lot, and go to court and win.
It is the
Exactly
ultimate
how I
defense
think it'll play out.
for extreme
Do you not
violence.
think? That's
If
why
he
people
took one
give-
of my chips.
That's
yeah.
That's why people do chips
Yeah.
at the table. So there's a communal chips dispensary unit
And
to
Nathan,
stop the fighting.
in national times like this, where we're on the board of the whole economy falling apart.
Collapsing.
It
Armageddon,
is the
Sean.
hot chip that keeps you together,
does.
and you can lean on.
You can. So there's a photograph that was taken at a certain chicken store that has some secrets in Queensland.
Right.
This happened. So I don't know if it happens here, but if it does, there's a sign above the chips, above the hot chips, and it says this: team. Reminder on packing chips: do not tap. Hold the box in the middle. Just put the right amount and not too much. Thank you. Smiley face. Smiley face.
So they're saying hold
That's
the
most
box in the
thing I-
middle. So they're
So-
saying squeeze a little bit so not as many chips can go in.
Employees of other fast food chains have confirmed that this is what they mean. Their manual literally said to squeeze the middle of the box before putting the chips in, then maintain the pressure until you place it in the paper bag so the chips poke out of the top like on the pictures, giving the illustration that it was full. Another person says doing it the official way gave a customer about 50% of the chips that they'd expect.
Stop it.
That is disgusting.
Because we're
Trickery.
programmed to think that if there's chips sticking out the top, that we're getting our money's worth.
And I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It's full of air.
I'm so sorry. I have frequented this place, and I have to say it does happen here in WA because all you do is you take your chips home,
Yeah.
and then by the time that they get home and they're
Gravity's
a little bit
taken over.
gravity's taken over, they're a little bit, like softer. There is half a box of chips. It's disgusting. Oh,
I've seen TikTok videos where they take like a small chips from a different fast food outlet and tip them into the large chips container,
Yeah.
and there's no difference.
You're
As in,
right. It's like the
the large
TARDIS.
chips
Some of these
is an illusion.
things, yeah. Sean. This is the thing.
Yeah.
Should you speak up if you don't get what you paid for?
Oh,
100%.
you would.
I'm on the
for
front
sure.
foot
You can
straight up.
But you have to say, don't take this personally.
Not all the time.
Okay, so give me the scenario, right? So here's the
Okay.
scenario. You
Yes.
are, because let's be honest, when we're getting these chips, a lot of the times we're in drive-through. Yeah?
Yep.
So you've gone through drive-through, you've gone down the road, you just had a peek in the back, because I hate the people that check in the line, when they're spending an extra 2 minutes because they're going through all their
I know,
order
but if
to
they
make
have
sure
to
it's
come
right.
back again, they're
I
going to
know,
hold
but
the people up more.
I get why you do it,
Yeah.
but that annoys me. So you've checked and you see that your chips aren't up scratch. You don't
I'm going to have to
enough.
walk in.
You'll
call
drive
someone
back
over to
and
the
walk
side.
in.
I can give you a recent example. I was down, and this
Last
is to do
night.
with a drink.
Okay, it's
not
to do
the
with the
chips.
drink. All right.
So we're at this joint in Northam. How's that mean?
About time
what a
Northam
sentence.
people learn
What a
some
sentence.
lessons.
It was at this place in Northam. Anyway, it was a new bar and it was quite fancy and all the rest of it. Anyway, this guy poured me a beer and Megan, my wife, was having a margarita.
Oh,
First
look
of
out.
all, when I saw the beer, because the margarita takes like 10 to 15 minutes to produce, he gives me the beer and I said to him straight away, is the tide out? And he went, what? And I said, don't you supposed to fill it up to the top? So he gave it a bit of a whirl because all the froth
Yes.
had gone right down.
Yeah.
There was quite a large gap. So I essentially made the comment so he could fill it up so I
Yes.
could get money's worth. It was $15 a pop.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Yeah.
And then he brings out Megan's margarita and no shit, it looked like there was 2 sips worth of margarita in it.
Wow.
And that woman will not stand for that.
Oh, my
so
God.
to
Should-
save
should-
my
should-
own life, I thought I better get on the
You're
front
gonna
foot
have to
yet
take it
again.
on here.
And I walked up to him. I said, mate, come on, what's going on with this thing here? And he said, what? And I went, well, it's half full. Isn't it supposed to be up?
It's not. I didn't know what a shoot is.
Exactly. So his thing was, when you make a pure margarita,
Oh, here we go.
then you don't need all the
The mixer stuff
the
in there.
mixer
Did you
stuff,
say- I
and
did-
then you'll get less of a sugar rush and a
What did you
headache
say? Did
possibly.
you say,
and all
hey,
that.
mate, I didn't order a pure margarita. I
Also,
ordered a margarita
Did you say,
full to the
mate,
brim.
have you met my wife? You need to water this stuff down a bit.
Oh, not only that, if you my wife, give her the proper drink that she requires, or she will crack human bodies open and drink the alcohol from their veins.
See, so
And there'll be
sometimes
bodies everywhere.
that's right. So you understand that sometimes I need to speak up.
I
Well, also,
understand.
you speak up for Nathan, so he should appreciate it a
Nathan.
little bit more.
I'm not going to speak up.
No. But
I'll
if
spit in my stuff.
if Sean has seen Nathan being
If
hard
it-
done
if he's
by,
seen
he
me
will
be
speak up.
wronged, like the time at the tiramisu.
Yeah.
At the
Well, it was the meatballs that
It was
was
the raffles.
It was the raffles. Well, it was ages ago. I'm sure they learnt their lesson after what Sean did. So it was a bad mince spaghetti meatballs. It was. So I made sure everyone tried it, and then we said no, it's bad. And I said okay, well I'm not having it anymore. And then Sean decided to get the chef out, and the chef came out, and Sean goes, oh, they're just terrible, mate. They're crap. And then the chef goes, oh, okay, if you order dessert, he goes, I'll look after you. And then he brought out a wheelbarrow of tiramisu.
You love
A wheelbarrow of
tiramisu.
tiramisu. And
You love
all
it.
these assholes I work with, none of them would help me with it. So, and because I didn't want to be
That's your
that...
compensation.
I didn't want to be that person. I had, those Play-Doh machines where you put the Play-Doh in and you squeeze the top and then it comes out of their eyes and out of their ears? That was tiramisu coming out of me. I was going to tiramisu the raffles.
Ellie, if you've been wronged at a restaurant, say, and you didn't get enough chips, do you complain or do you make Dougie complain? What happens? Or you just silently seethe?
I'll complain, but not if you don't get enough chips, but I'll complain, yeah.
Yeah, if you're not winning, you're learning.
Sean will go back if he thinks the chips are underfilled.
The other week, it was probably a month ago now that I was at a restaurant down
It's a
in
lot
City
of stories.
Beach.
Yes.
And we're all having dinner together, and I just thought, this is crap, and everyone's complaining about their meals, and normally we're fine with it. And when you get to the end, you know what the first thing they say when you're paying?
Yeah, how was your dinner?
How was your dinner? And I said it was really ordinary tonight. And I don't... we come here regularly, and I just want to let you know because you need that feedback from the chef.
Apparently
Feedback to
you do.
friends.
You do. Apparently you do, but I just can't.
And she said, oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. What was it? And I told her about the pasta, bland as, and something else. And then
you found out you had COVID and just lost your sense of taste.
And then she said, oh, we'll speak to, I'll have a word to the chefs or something. And then she handed me the bill for $320.
Oh.
It's a big family. Like, that was
Yeah, I know, but
25
they
people.
didn't take anything off?
No, and I kind of think you've just dished up crap food that we're all disappointed in.
Actually, I have complained because my sparkling water wasn't sparkling. And they took it off the bill. I said, this is not sparkling water, this is just tap water.
I would have come out and just dropped like a dishwasher tablet. A big sparkler now, mate.
Adele's in Como. Morning, Adele.
Hiya, how are you doing?
Good, Adele.
Adele, are you the sort of person who would say something?
Yes, and I have done.
All right,
Yes,
Adele, this is everything.
Talk us through it.
Go.
So basically, there's a certain place that you go to where you pay more money for a larger fries and a larger drink.
Yes.
So then you come down to sit down because you really want more chips.
Yeah.
And then you pull the chips out and you think, nah, there's nowhere near what there should be.
Yeah.
So my friends get embarrassed, but I'll literally take them back to the counter and say, I've paid for a large and there's not enough chips in there.
No, I can't.
Sometimes they try to fob me off, and then when they try to fob me off, I'll say, by law, you're supposed to give a certain weight of whatever it is. I can't even remember now.
Yes.
If chips are what you pay for, so you're not giving us you're not giving me value for the money that I've paid for, you know.
Yes.
And then when I do that, then they just take the chips off us, fill up, put in the box, and then give them back. And then I turn around and my friend's sitting there completely red faced and mortified. I'm like, oh well, I've got more chips now. And then she ends up eating the rest of the chips anyway, so she wins as well.
Everyone's a winner.
Look, a couple of things here. Number one is you need them to fill those chips up in front of you because I'm just like I swear to God they will as soon as you can't see fart on them or something. I do.
After she's complained,
After
you
you
mean,
complain,
yes.
like literally, they'll go, I'll give her some chips, and they'll look on the ones on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, so you got to be able to see that.
Yes, you want fresh chips, yes.
It is really important to know that whatever the law is, if it's 80 grams or something, I know you're just saying, Adele, you can't remember the name, but that is a great way of calling people out.
This, yes.
But when you start incorporating things like I know the weight of chips by law, then suddenly, don't you think Adele then turns into Karen? Straight away. Isn't that crazy? Because Adele's fighting for her rights, but yet on their from their perspective, she is full-blown Karening. But she is in like a Karen army.
But it's her right, and she's paying for it.
No, she is right. But once you start bringing in laws and grams, the Karen alarms go off.
Once you start quoting The Hague.
Yeah.
Am I right, Harry?
Thanks, Adele.
Karens get chips.
Yeah, that's true.
Karens get chips.
Just give the Karens
Now,
chips.
there's a T-shirt if I've ever seen one.
Annalise is at Ellenbrook.
Because they've got chips on their shoulders.
Morning, Annalise.
Good morning, how are you?
Okay, so you're going to give us the work perspective of this sort of thing. So you've been told to be stingy?
Yeah, so I was on the other end of it. I used to work at a bar/restaurant, won't name the name, by the ocean here in Perth.
They serve cake.
Yeah.
And management would literally tell us to fill the glasses with ice to the brim so that there was less liquid in there for the customers. And, we would get in trouble if we didn't.
Okay, so they are saving money not on the alcohol because the alcohol has to be measured. So they're saving money on the post-mix.
Yeah, technically. But, even still, like, they would kind of watch us overflow any shots or, like, fill the shots up to the top. They were just very, like, onto us about precise measurements. Especially going over, like we always have to be under stuff. It was pretty bad. I didn't like
how much is post-mix, Sean?
It's about 10 cents.
So
I'm not kidding.
So that there is them. I mean, that sounds like it's a post-mix because the rest of it, for stock take reasons, especially with alcohol, you have to be able to. You usually have to be mil perfect.
I think it's a thing for everybody that gets a post-mix wherever they go, and you see how much. How often have you done that before? No, but
post-mix without ice is disgusting.
Yeah. It's very syrupy.
And suddenly it becomes so warm so quickly.
Because there's no ice, but you've got a lot of it.
And the warmth from your hand.
Julie's in Spearwood. Hi, Jules.
Hey, Jules.
Hello.
Hey, mate.
Okay, Julie, talk to us.
I went to the hairdressers the other day. The owner was supposed to be doing my hair, and she was the only one with an apprentice in the salon, so she was doing other people's hair while the apprentice was putting the colour on, and she was showing her how to do foils, and the apprentice did half my hair blow dry, and the other one did the other side. And I was there from like 3 o'clock in the afternoon to 6:45, and she said, "Oh, that's $470, please."
Yes.
And I was like, what? And because I'd been there so long and I was kind of so over it, I was just like, okay, here you go then, and gave her the money.
Oh, 470. You didn't get the pro to do it.
Did you ask, whether you got a discount for having the unqualified person do your hair?
No, because I was just kind of over it, and I just wanted to go home because I'd been there for so long, and I was just like, she even said to me when she was drying my fringe, she was like, "Oh no, I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh well, blah blah, we'll fix it in a minute." And
So-
I was like, "Oh great."
So one side was basically done by a professional, the
Yes.
other side was done by an apprentice. Can you tell?
No.
No, okay, thank God.
Good.
Imagine one side all
Oh,
frizzy
no,
up.
yeah.
470.
I know.
Is
Yeah,
that
it's not
honestly
cheap.
how much you ladies are paying for your hair? This is why women need to get paid more. Because we don't, sure.
Yes.
Like
No, it's
we can,
ridiculous.
you can
Yeah.
literally look
Walk
around
into a
Perth and there's
barber.
probably $20. There'll
Yeah,
be a place
$30.
right now that would be able to cut your hair for $20 somewhere.
No, I totally agree. You get stitched on that, and the other one is always think about, for me to get a pair of boardies is going to cost me $50, right? And for you to get a pair of bathers is going to cost you $300. I mean,
That's 10 pairs of
bullshit.
boardies on a head.
Thank you, Julie.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Nathan, Nat and Sean wish they were millionaires. With Lottery West's newest game, Millionaire Medley, there's a possibility in your pocket this Monday, Wednesday or Friday. Play responsibly. 1-800-858-858.
We are about to give 6 people the opportunity to get their names in tomorrow's draw to win a trip to Exmouth to swim with the whale sharks. It's thanks to Lottery West.
So you got an opportunity today and another one tomorrow
Yes.
before we do the draw.
Fantastic news. Olivia, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey,
Let's have
Olivia.
off the rank, Olivia.
Our Lotto Year is a little bit different than Lotto, Olivia. You're going to make a choice. You can choose a tune, and that is to give us the song title. That's all we need, the song title of a song. Or you can choose trivia, and you just have to give us the correct response to a question. If you do that, you get your very own numbered ball. We put it in the barrel.
You're
Could be
in the
you winning.
draw. Olivia, what do you want to do? Trivia or song?
I'll try the song today.
All
Bit of a
righty.
tune.
Oh, hello.
Okay. Listen in.
What's the tune, Olivia?
That is Senorita by Shawn Mendes.
That is correct, Olivia. All right.
Well done.
Your ball is
You
going in.
Get ball number 13. You are 13, okay?
Good luck tomorrow, Olivia.
you so
Well done,
Well
Liv.
played. It's that easy, everybody. Fiona's in Mount Pleasant. Morning, Fee.
Good morning.
Hi,
Fee.
Fee. What are you feeling? Are you feeling a tune or are you feeling some trivia?
I'm feeling some trivia, please.
Some trivia.
Give us some trivia,
Wow.
Sean.
Here it
Sean's going
is.
to ask you a question.
Interesting. Here is the question. In Sabrina Carpenter's song Espresso, she sings the lyrics, "I'm working late 'cause I'm a what?"
Oh, because I'm a singer.
Oh, just in the nick of time, Fee. You are in the draw.
So lucky. Thank you.
And it's singer.
Yes.
'Cause I'm a singer. Stupidest
Put a ball
lyric
in,
on the planet.
Nathan.
Loved it. You are ball number 14.
All right. You're in the running, Fee. Mitch is in Woodvale. Hi, Mitch.
Morning.
All
Hi,
right,
Mitch.
You got a decision to make. Do you want to answer a trivia question or would you like to identify a song?
Trivia, please.
Trivia, please.
Which category in Trivial Pursuit is represented by the colour orange?
Quick.
Quick.
No.
Time's up. Mitch.
Sports and leisure.
It's a sports.
It's a sports and leisure, Sean.
No joy, Mitch, I'm afraid.
The one I never chose.
Not going.
I was always pink for entertainment.
Very good, very good.
Marie's in Banjup. Hi, Marie.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Marie.
What do you want to do, Marie? Would you like a trivia question or would you like to identify a song?
Oh, no, I'll have to go trivia, please.
Okay, all right.
All right, now we trip her
Here
up.
we go. Marie, what are the metal tools called that are worn as pairs on the heels of a cowboy's riding boots?
Oh,
Quickly.
I know. Stirrup? No.
It's not stirrup.
No.
Put your feet
It
into the
is,
stirrups.
of course, Spurs.
Oh, she'll kick herself.
Oh,
Take your spurs off before
No
you kick
joy
yourself.
there, I'm afraid. Thanks, Marie. Sandra, hello.
good morning.
Hi,
Hi,
Sandra.
Sandra. You got a decision, Sandra. Would you like to give us a? Would you like to give you a tune, or would you like a trivia question?
Oh, dear.
No.
Trivia.
Trivia question it is. Oh, this is an easy one.
We all should know it. It's
Yep.
been on for long enough.
How long do you reckon it's been on for?
Oh, more than-
25,
yeah,
30 years
yeah.
or something like that.
Okay, here is your question. Who created The Simpsons?
Oh, I've watched this so many times.
It's on the credits.
This is the name. I don't know.
Oh,
The great
Matt Groening.
Groening.
We all. It's one of those things we all say,
Yeah.
and none of us even absorb it.
Oh, no joy, I'm afraid, Sandra.
Hey, what does that mean?
Is that all 6? We're going through 6.
We've done 6.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
one more.
Oh, we
One
need
more.
one more. 13,
All right.
24, 10.
Keep having a go if you need to have a go.
we're just waiting for
So this
Free
morning,
to answer the phone.
we've only put in 2 people.
Yeah, first 2 went in, and they were great because they were so
Righto.
quick. Dylan from Mandurah, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey,
All
Jill.
right, Dylan, it's time for you to swoop in and get yourself into the draw to win this trip to Exmouth that we're giving away tomorrow, Dylan.
Would you like a tune, or would you like some trivia?
I'll go for some trivia.
Trivia it is.
All right, Dylan. Everything rides on this.
Everything.
Spare is the memoir of which famous royal?
Quick.
Princess Diane.
No. Prince Harry.
It's Prince Harry.
The Heir and the
The Heir
Spare.
and the Spare.
No joy, I'm afraid, Dylan. Just 2 names went into the draw
I'm
for tomorrow,
sorry.
Nathan.
That is good.
Good for everybody
For
else
everybody
who's in
else
there.
is in there. That means there are only 14 balls in the barrel at the
So
moment.
far, and another 6 people will have the opportunity tomorrow before we give this amazing prize from Lottery West away.
I'm
So
loving Lotto, yeah.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
it is time to catch up with our friend, comedian, and now movie star,
Oh, turn
bringing
it up.
her show Just Jokes over, Ursula Carlson. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
We're wonderful.
And we're talking a
Ursula.
proper movie. Like you're
Yeah.
saying, it's a proper Hollywood movie with Amy Schumer, yeah?
Yeah, we remade Basic Instinct. And I'll tell you what. No, it's a movie called Kind of Pregnant. And it's just, I have the best part in it because I just come in, say some wild stuff and leave again. Like there's no, I don't need to carry the script. I don't
Yes.
need to, like mine is just, I'm just the wild card and I love everything about it.
Sean was
So
in
great.
Eyes Wide Shut. He just walked into the helicopter and walked out.
But he
You
had,
probably
he had
didn't
a mask
notice him. He had a mask on, yeah. So
Yeah.
Hey, Ursula, jumping into this movie that you just played this part on, did you have to do it 100 times? Is it more serious when you're doing a Hollywood thing?
Oh, look, I mean, you can tell there's a lot of money, and I mean, there was, so they would take it from so many different angles,
Yeah.
and you do the same thing. But because it's a comedy, they would just go, like the director, Tyler, would just go, Ursh, just do whatever you want. Like, so I never said the same thing twice. And then sometimes I'll go, you know, when you said this, and I go, no, I can't, I have no recollection. Or, you know, once it's out of my mouth, it's out of my brain. And he goes, can you say that again? So they eventually had a lady write down everything I say, and then she'll come back and he goes, we want what you said there.
Yeah,
Can you say
right.
that again, but from this angle? So no, mine was great. I could just say whatever, but you could tell they had so much money. Like if you film something in Australia or New
Yeah.
Zealand, you know, like if you do it, like I've done sitcoms and stuff with
Yeah.
Nazim Hussain, and then on Wednesday I'd have to do catering, you know, and Thursday he'd have to do catering, you know. But in Australia, in America, you just go, oh, it'll be so cool if we had like a heated pool. And then the next day they go, we organise you the heated pool. When would you like to go? I'm like, wait, what? I was just saying that. Like, I didn't think you were going to. And just everything, whatever you said, they'd bring it. It was great.
Hey, so when you were taking care of catering here, what would you do? Because I was trying to go, maybe I'd swing by Subway and get some footlongs.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
What would you get? What would you get?
A sushi
No,
plate?
mate, that gets soggy. You don't want Subway, and also with Subway, all respect to them, but it doesn't matter what you order; it all tastes the same. You're halfway through a Subway, and you go, "What did I get?"
That's my dad's cooking.
Ursula, no way.
Yeah.
Nathan, tell Ursula what you used to order at Subway.
Oh, okay, so
And this is not the same.
It had a lot of shame attached to it because people would give me a weird look. So then I would start lying and saying it was for someone else. It was my version of surf and turf. I would get a tuna, and then I would get it with salami. So it's surf and turf.
Can we get him out of the studio? I don't
Are
know.
you joking?
I feel uncomfortable talking to you.
Hey, lady, it was absolutely delicious. Pair it with some old English cheese. Wouldn't choose any
Well, were you
other.
pregnant at the time?
Exactly.
Can I tell you guys something? We talked about it probably about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Maybe about a few months ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I swung by a Subway and I was too embarrassed to try it. So I went to Coles first. I got some mild Hungarian salami and then I got my tuna sub and I went home and made it. And I have to tell you, I don't know why I gave it up. No, I do know why I gave it up, because of the shame attached. Because people like you are, people like you.
Can I just say, usually, when whatever you do has some shame attached to it,
There's a
you
reason.
Stop doing it. That is your body and society going, you're a freak, don't do it.
I use it. It's when you start lying. That's what it is. I invented a person that I was buying it for.
So you know in your heart it's wrong.
Yeah, I've had another version where I was addicted to dim sims for a while there, Ursula. I was packing away 6 a day, and every day.
What a massive addiction.
You don't know what I was doing to get them. So I should have seen the things I was doing on the spring rolls. So anyway, I realised that I was the lady go, "Oh, you getting more Dim Sims today?" And I go, "Oh yeah, it's from my friend Greg." And I told him to stop eating them. Yeah, so that's when
there
you have
is
to.
no friend.
Hey, I want to talk about you and the filming of what we're getting right now, because you're in a movie and there's beautiful cinematography.
Yeah.
Right now, the way that the camera is situated, where are you? Where are you?
I'm in Adelaide.
You're in Adelaide. The way the
At the
camera
Nova Studios
is facing
in
you, it's
Adelaide.
like your parents are filming you. It's like when they put the thing right down the
They
bottom
are.
and then they've got all the rest of the room up the top.
Yeah. Well, I am sitting, but it doesn't make a huge difference because I'm 5'2".
Yeah, that's right.
I'm standing.
Natalie just had to move her microphone,
Yes,
one of the
'cause they couldn't
microphones, because
see
we
you.
couldn't see you because you're that low on the screen.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, no. It doesn't make a huge difference.
No,
I
it
thought,
doesn't. Sit back
should I
down.
stand?
Sit back down, mate. You literally added like 2 centimetres.
Hey, Ursula, when we've been to that studio, we start off the morning by having breakfast down in the cafe downstairs. Did you go pop into there at any stage?
No,
on that bottom floor?
no, but I did see it and it looks really cute. So I might go there because I'm off to Whyalla, the buzzing metropolis that is Whyalla.
Yeah, mate,
and
the
after
Whyalla
that,
trim.
so I might want to. I don't know what the cuisine is like in Whyalla. So
I hear the 6-inch surf and turf's not bad.
Don't get me into your freaky ways, please. I have my own freak show going on.
Ursula, we went to a place down the main drag and it was called Schnitthaus.
Oh, it was
big,
so good.
Big bloody
Schnitz and
schnitzels.
tits.
Yeah.
Schnitz and tits.
Schnitz and Tits is a Melbourne institution, but same vibe.
Yeah, I go heavy on the schnitz, light on the tits, but
I'm the opposite. We'd be the perfect couple to go.
we should eat a meal together. We won't be able to go.
Yeah, that's right.
Honestly,
You can
you
pick up
bring
my
the
plate, I'll pick up
salami, I
yours.
bring the tuna, if you catch what I'm saying.
Angela, did I see somewhere that you got married recently?
No, you're wrong.
Oh, you didn't
Thanks
get
for
married.
playing.
Engaged?
No, I'm engaged. I'm engaged.
That was it. Yeah. So big proposal, or what happened? How did it go down?
No, it was very casual. It was just on the couch just before Christmas, and it was more of a, so you want it? Yeah, cool. You want it? Yeah, cool. And that was it.
They're the most
True
beautiful
romance.
of tales.
There you go.
Yeah, really, really. I mean, we've known each other for like 22 years.
Yeah, so
you
what's
know,
the point? What's the point? There's,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what? Sometimes it's like a trick to get them to marry
Yeah.
you. It's like you're looking on the couch going, this is the best we either
Who
of us can
needs a
do.
windswept cliff?
Yeah. Why would I set up this big
It's too
scene,
much.
or why
Too
would she
much.
set up this big scene? When you're on the couch, you're at your most comfortable.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is where we spend most of our time. Let's remember this couch.
You
these
went to your
tracksuit
special
pants.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just farted on my leg. It's fine. I do.
Lock that
Your
in.
boobs hanging out. You're like, this is as good as it gets.
Hey, Asha, you're doing a lot of shows. This tour, you're banging them out day after day. Do you check in back at home with the kids when you're away, or do you see the beauty? I'm away. I'm doing these shows. I couldn't care less what the kids are up to.
No, I have to keep checking back into them because I get smaller and smaller on their pictures, because I'm only little. So then eventually I'm just on the back of the page, when I just
When the
leave,
dog's
I'm still
bigger
with
than
the
you.
family unit, and then I'm like further away, like with the tree and the dog, and then eventually I'm on the other side, and I'm like, no. So, no, I usually just do Thursday, Friday, Saturday in Australia, then I fly home, and then I come back here. So I'm
okay.
home 4 days, here 3 days.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Far out.
Jesus, that's a lot of flying,
decent
dude.
commute.
Yeah, I fly more than a pilot.
Yeah. That's
You know
right.
when you get on the plane and you look at the crew and you go, oh, is Kelly not flying? Right? And you go, no, she's actually on the Adelaide flight. And you're like, oh, yeah, her kid's still sick. You know the crew so well.
Is there something you have to have on every flight? I went through a stage where I kept on forgetting my neck pillow, and
So you buy a new one.
So I buy a new one. So I've got probably about 10 or 15 neck pillows
Yeah.
at home, but I don't. They never go around my neck. They go around my stomach, so I can sit there and lean my my
Elbows on
my
there.
elbows on there. Do you have any?
I must say, that sounds like a very economy kind of story.
We live in an economy world.
Yeah,
I'm an
Ursula
economy
doesn't.
girl.
No, I don't. I don't need anything because in business they come, they rub your feet. Sometimes I get so annoyed because people in economy think it's so amazing in business, but
It
you know
is.
what? On long flights they always run out of caviar, and
It's
and it's tough.
disgusting.
It's tough,
Yeah.
and because I'm short, sometimes there's too much leg room, and that can be distracting.
Yeah.
You-
That is distracting.
That's so disgusting. I tell you, if you've never experienced anything but economy, don't.
Unless you can afford to do it all the time.
It's
you
just
do not want to
better
go
not
back.
to know. It's just better
Yeah.
not to know
Yeah.
what it's like to be
Yeah,
treated
just
like a
stay-
person in the sky.
Yeah.
Real person.
Sometimes when I'm in business and I've already got 3 pillows, and then I go, I say to them, can you bring me another pillow? And I know they go and rip it off someone in economy. They pry it out of some elderly person's knuckles, the arthritic knuckles. They can't hold on to a pillow. They go, you sleep with no pillow. Oh, you don't have your neck pillow. Well, tough luck.
They're prizing the neck pillow
Yeah.
away from Nathan's waist so that you may sleep, Ursula. And that's the way it should be. Ursula Carlson's coming to town, everybody.
woman.
And this is no dark room, tiny pub gig. This
No.
is HBF Stadium, if you don't mind.
Oh, Jesus.
Friday, July 5th and Saturday, July 6th. Tickets from livenation.com.au, or you can get all the details at ursulacarlson.com. It's always a pleasure, Urge.
When you get
Thanks for
here,
having me.
I'll take you out for a surf and turf. I'll have the turf. You can have the surf.
Oh, let me just check my. Oh, I'm busy.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I've had your schedule cleared.
Cleared.
It's gonna be
You're
great.
ready to go.
Thanks, Urge.
Thanks, Hazel.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
All week we're just uncovering
educating.
educating, because Allie's about to go on her
Hi,
year-long
Ellie.
baby holiday.
Hi, guys.
Baby holidays coming up soon. Yesterday it was really great. We were having a great conversation about the men that missed out on the birth of their children.
Like your father.
I went to go and get sushi after the show yesterday.
Yeah.
From that place in Leaderville that we go to.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely amazing. I think it's called Zouk Bar.
Suki Bar, yeah.
Suki Bar, that's it. Anyway, so I've rocked in there, and Jess, who works there, her mum was there as well, and her mum's originally from Malaysia. And then they said when Jess was born, her father decided at that time, when he should have been in with her, he went to go shopping because he thought, I'm going to commission a painting of a tiger.
Now's the time to do that, because priorities.
'Cause it's
Nathan.
coming.
I
Priorities.
want to have a picture of a tiger. It's a powerful, beautiful creature, and that's going to be for Jess's birth. So he went and got a painting commission. Missed the entire birth. Then he came back, and then I said to Jess's mum, where's the painting now? That must be amazing. And Jess says, I've never seen it. And the mum said she never unrolled it. She was that angry. And it was probably around 30 years ago, maybe something like that.
Yeah, that's
around
Jess's age,
around 30 years ago, and it cost $300 Australian in Malaysia back then.
Wow. She's never seen it.
She's never
Furious.
unrolled it.
That would be you. You'd be that spiteful, wouldn't
So
you?
you've got Perth talking right now.
Yes,
It's
Ellie.
amazing. So we have learnt the other day, someone told us how they didn't even get to the hospital. Remember,
thought,
she gave
we haven't thrown that into
she
the
gave
mix.
birth into her
happy pants.
Into a happy pants.
To her hair and pants.
It's a possibility, Ellie.
Let's unlock this new fear for you, Ellie.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it going to be a nice topic today?
No.
I think a lot of you hear so many stories of people on their way to the hospital have to pull over and someone has to help them deliver
Yes.
the baby in the car.
I think Goss delivered one of his children on the front lawn.
On the front lawn.
On the verge. Yep. They were headed for the car, and Bron's like, no, it's not happening. So,
Do you reckon anyone's given birth in an Uber?
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Wow. So there'll be a clean. If you
There'll
throw
be a
up,
cleaning
if you
fee.
throw up in there, then
yeah.
Can you get afterbirth out of upholstery?
Yeah, I think.
What
would you metho?
You just a steam
You
cleaner.
just burn it.
Yeah. Take down a magic hand, I'll sort it out for you.
So we hope you get to the hospital, but you have to be prepared if you don't.
Yeah, we just want,
I live 6 minutes away from a hospital.
Hey.
Good.
Hey,
No,
mate.
hey, who says you're going to be home when you go into labour?
Exactly.
You could be anywhere.
Come on, mate.
Flat battery in your
It
car.
could happen now.
Yeah, I hate you guys. Come on, help a sister
You're
out.
not home all the time.
The education of Ellie continues. Let her know that it can happen, that you cannot make it to hospital.
Yes.
And where did you have your child because you didn't make it?
If you have a really positive story,
No.
13, 24,
No, nobody wants to hear
Let
them.
Ellie know.
No,
Call
these are
another-
positive stories. The baby arrived. It's
Call
fine.
another station with your positivity.
Nobody wants to hear the birth story about, I made it to the hospital, the baby came out, everything was great.
Tell me about that
went
time where
well.
everything was great. 13, 24, 10.
No.
No, give me a
No.
call.
Did you
I'll take
not
it.
make it to the hospital
You'll
to
win the
have your
prize.
baby?
Yeah. Josiah, tell her how it's a possibility.
Well, it was probably about 9 o'clock at night, and my wife just went to the toilet and for our second child, and then came out, and immediately she came out. She goes, "I'm not feeling too good. We should. I think I'm going to have the baby."
Oh.
And I was like, "What? No, that's not going to happen. Get in the car. Get in the car." And she's like, "I'm not going to make it to the car." And I'm like, "No, you don't understand. Get in the car." and then she's like, "I don't think you realise I'm not going to make it." And so I was literally like, "Okay, what do I do? What do I do?" At that point, I rang the ambulance, and my wife, Amber, she got on the floor on all fours, and she's like, this was at, she kind of made her way into our bedroom.
Crawling.
And she crawling. Yeah.
Did you say get off the carpet?
You better be looking for a contact lens.
No. I know we're on the carpet because obviously I didn't want to. We had a rug in there. I didn't want it to be on the floorboards.
Of course.
I know, but easier to clean, practical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or get this though, the 000 was like, "Oh, get on the bed, on your back," and my wife was like, "I'm not getting on the bed. I'm not having to clean it afterwards." And so she's like,
That's a silly posturepedic.
I know, right? So she was like, "I'm not doing that." So she was still on her all fours, and I was getting talked through by the ambulance on how to deliver my own baby, and they're like, you're going to have to hold the head as it's coming out because it's going to be slippery, so get ready. And
Did you get
I
like
was,
an oven
freaking
mitt
out.
or something? Like to...
No, it was so quick. It just I kind of just had my own hands and got towels and stuff. And at that time, I was kind of holding the baby from falling out as it was coming out. And with my other hand, I don't know if you've seen Jurassic Park, where he's fending off the velociraptors.
Yes.
But my daughter, at that point, was like 2 years old, and she came bolting around the into our room because she heard the whole, debacle.
Yes.
And slipped over my wife's waters. And then I was like fending her off with one hand whilst trying to catch this baby in the other hand.
Amazing.
And then, I caught the baby and everything was fine. And then the paramedics show up and they're like, "Oh, you've done everything." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks."
Did they still charge
What's
you?
the bill?
Yeah. Well, thankfully, the one thing they did do, they obviously patted me on the back, which was fine. But they registered on my son's birth certificate as their midwife.
You are
midwife and father.
Did you pay yourself?
Yeah, I'm like father and midwife. So,
that's
That
amazing.
is so good. Ali.
I'll put that on my resume.
Yeah.
Hey, Josiah, what happened with the cord? Because normally, you know, they come to you and they say, cut the cord when you're in the hospital.
You just go to the drawer and get the electric bread knife, wouldn't you?
What'd you do?
That part, I kind of, like, I knew to cut it, but I didn't want to cut it because I didn't know
if it was time,
with the dog's toenails, you know, you don't do it too far down.
Yeah, it's like the ladies at Spotlight that just use the scissors so liberally. It's like, you need to know the measurement.
The umbilical cord is like your dog's toenails.
No, it's
a
true,
really good analogy.
You don't know how close or how much you need to leave. Ali, just imagine you in your house on all fours.
I wouldn't be on the carpet.
Where
would you go?
I'd go on the floorboards.
Yeah.
Or outside, maybe.
Yeah, you can
I think outside in the backyard by the fence.
Yeah, and the neighbours would enjoy the noise.
Thanks, Josiah. Jamie's in Seville Grove. Hello.
Hello, how are you, everybody?
Jamie. Did you not make it to the hospital either? What happened?
I didn't. This is my fourth, so I was well and truly thought I knew what was going to be happening.
Yeah.
I had like a few niggles throughout the day, and I was like, oh, this could be it. So I got Mum to come pick up the kids, and I just said to my hubby, you know, just be ready, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I rang the midwife, and I said, I've been having like some niggles. It just feels like, you know, period cramping, so nothing major. She's like, no, you'll know. And I'm like, I thought that, but I just wanted to get a bit of clarification. And I went and jumped in the shower, and I was like in the shower, and I was like, oh, that felt a bit strong. And then I was like, breathe through it.
No.
And then I was like, oh, hang on a minute. And then I jumped out of the shower and I was like sitting on the edge of the bed, and I was like, no, I've been listening to this birth podcast. It told me that if I can breathe through it, then it's not time.
Okay.
So I was breathing through it.
Yeah.
And then I was like to my husband, Chris, hurry up, put my dress on. And I was like, I think we've got to go. This song came on my phone, and I was like, for weeks ahead, I kept thinking in my head, when this song plays, that's when the baby's going to come.
What song is it?
The song started playing, and I was like, oh my God.
This is happening.
And then I was like, okay, we've got to go. And I got to we've got a very small house, so from my bedroom to the front door, I just had this bulge between my legs, and I just looked down, dropped to my knees, and out came the head. And then my husband was like, oh my God. And I'm like, call an ambulance. And he's like, what's the number? He was freaking out. And I'm just like, oh my God, do I have to do everything? So I've got calling, 000. He's Irish, so I don't know what the number is in Ireland.
Okay.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, then, I dropped to my knees, and out the body came, and my husband would just grab the baby and was like hugging him. I'm like, can you give me the baby, please? And he's just like looking at the baby, and he's just like, oh, I'm the first person you see. And I'm just like, just give the baby to me, please.
Yeah.
Oh God, it was so funny. The lady on the ambulance was really lovely and just calming him down more than me.
You should really have gone into the backyard, though.
Yeah, that's true.
We've established. What was the song?
Yeah, that's what we need to know.
It's Xavier Rudd, Follow the Sun.
Oh, Follow the Sun, I love
great
it.
song.
Yeah, and his name's Sunny.
That's Sean's daughter, Sonny.
Sonny too, Jamie. How old's your son, Jamie?
Story. Thanks, Jamie.
So he's 7 months.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
This is fresh. This is a fresh story. Ellie. I was her fourth, to be fair. So,
So this song here.
Love it. Oh, now you hear this coming from the Freeman Arts Centre every second day.
Jamie, so what, you just, for some reason, thought when you hear this song you're going to give birth? It was just a...
Just for weeks. I don't know if it was... I'm quite spiritual, so I don't know. I just kept hearing it. I'm like, oh my God, he's going to be born to that song. And
are you going into labour now, that you can hear it now?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's a great song.
That's awesome.
I hear it. But yeah, I just heard the song and I'm like, Chris, it's go time.
It's happening.
And then I just knew as well, like in the weeks leading up, that the possibility of having him at home could also happen. It was like literally like a pain-free birth. So I was like, if they were all like that, you'd just never stop, right?
See, yeah, you would take that, wouldn't you?
I feel like it's the harmonica that opens up the birthing canal.
I think you might be right. It's a dilator if ever I've heard it. Thanks, Jamie.
Is what I think.
We're going to move on to Claire in Willerton. Hello.
Hello, how are you guys?
Hey,
Claire. Talk to us about not making it to the hospital.
So this was my second child.
Yeah.
He was 9 days over the due date.
Mm-hmm.
I was at home on my own. My husband was a police officer at the time, so he was doing a night shift.
Mm-hmm.
My 18-month-old daughter was asleep. I just actually finished watching Big Brother Up Late, all the little antics.
So just looking at all of our doodles.
Hadn't packed any hospital bag or anything.
Even though he's
Had a
9
few
days over, what were you doing with your life?
Watching Big Brother, who was on a lot back then.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
So had a few little niggles and just thought it was Braxton Hicks.
Yeah.
You know, rang my mum and said, look, I think something's happening, and she said, oh, look, no, everything's fine. So then decided I better pack my bags and get ready. Rang my husband and said, look, this is what's happening. Don't rush home. Everything's all under control. About an hour later, my parents turned up, so that was actually a godsend. So, they came in, decided to then ring the hospital. It's now about midnight, still no pains or anything.
Wow.
Spoke to the midwife saying, this is what's happening. I'll just do what I can, and then we'll come in when the time is right. And the midwife was like, yep, okay, no problem. As I put the phone down, my waters broke, so everything went crazy. Rang 000. They said, get it to the bed, and I said, I can't get to the bed because as my waters broke, I gave a push, standing up. My
So
parents
literally
then
just
took me
all
on-
happened in one hit. So the water broke
all
and
in
basically
one
the
hit.
baby came out.
Yep. So, no, not quite. He was crowning at that stage.
Yeah.
So my parents took me to the lounge room, cream carpet. They laid me down, and then straight away my mum could say, I can see the head. This is while the 000 operator is giving the instructions.
Yeah.
My dad was giving the messages of what to do.
Yeah.
Second push, half out. Third push, completely out. No pain at this stage. Ambulance still hadn't arrived. So my mum was left down that end holding my son. Didn't know what to do, so she was all in complete shock. It probably took about 10
She better not have put him on the clean carpet.
It took about 10 or 15 minutes. Then the ambulance arrived about 15 minutes later and, wrapped him up, cut the cord. And then my husband, he obviously decided, look, I better come home. He walked through the door, and then the ambulance officer was like, congratulations, here's your new son, as he was walking through the door. So he was shocked, didn't understand what was going on. We were all in shock. And, so that's a bit of exciting news for Ali, that you had a baby really quickly, no pain, and even having one child not even know that you were in labour.
Yeah.
Didn't even know.
That's amazing.
The no pain thing, that's a good selling
Everybody
point.
wants that one.
It is. But I do like what that Ali's established, and that is all ladies. If you think you're going to have a home birth, crawl into the yard and do it.
It's just the clean-up
It's
easier,
just, you know what I mean? It's easy for
you gotta
everyone
think about
involved.
these
You
things.
get the hose afterwards
Just
if
the
you need
hose,
it.
Sean.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Nathan, Nat and Sean's June Jackpot.
All right, it is time to see if we can give away our June jackpot, currently sitting at $3,000. Josh is in Bullsbrook. Morning, Josh.
Morning.
Hey,
Josh, a
Well
big
done.
day. The game's pretty simple, as we know. Answer the 5 questions in 20 seconds correctly. The $3,000 is yours.
Josh. 3,000 bucks.
You feeling it, Josh?
3,000 bucks. Do you need it or do you want it?
Well, I'm on my way to the dentist now, so hopefully...
No, you need a
You
few
need
more
it.
then, eh?
You need it. All right.
All right.
Okay, well, we want you to win, Josh. We really want you to win. So we're going to give you 20 seconds on the clock. Your time will start at the end of the first question, give you as much time as possible. You can pass at any time, and we'll come back to that one if we have time. But because if you
Give an incorrect
if you
answer,
give an answer, we have to
you're
accept
done.
that answer. Okay.
Yeah.
5 questions,
Who's asking them
$3,000.
today? Is it Sean?
You, I think.
Is it me?
Well, I did Monday.
Okay.
I did yesterday.
Oh, jeez. All right. Tell your children to shut up.
Josh, this is important. It's important.
All right.
Okay.
At the end of this question, we'll start the timer. Here we... Be quiet, children. Daddy's trying to win some teeth money. Gosh. All right, here we go.
All right, everybody. Quiet, please.
What is the main ingredient in hummus?
Chickpeas.
In the series Kath and Kim, who is Kim's second best friend?
Pass.
Name the first premier of WA.
Oh, pass.
What is the name of Harry Potter's pet owl? It's like you don't want teeth. It's like you don't want teeth, mate.
He wants to pay for that root canal.
God, thanks, Gummo.
Josh. Okay, so Sharon
no.
Strzelecki was Kim's second best friend. The first Premier of WO is John Forrest. Hedwig was Harry Potter's pet owl.
Yep.
We didn't even get to the last question.
I can say one thing, though. Sam, when I asked Sam this morning, who's filming right now for our socials, to name the first Premier of WA, Sam, what did you say?
Colin Barnett.
That's the memory of the
That's
guy.
where WA's history started, according to
Josh,
Sam.
You're not as dumb as Sam, so have a good time at the dentist, Josh. Thanks, mate.
Oh, bye, mate. Sorry. It was your kid's fault, by the way.
Josh's loss is Perth's gain.
Oh.
Jackpot, $4,000 we'll be playing for tomorrow.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Talking about holidays, hi, Ross.
Yeah, I've got holidays next week.
Yeah.
I know you're going to go over for a 40th in Bali. How exciting.
Yeah, my sister's 40th in Bali, but she almost couldn't come to her own 40th because...
So she said, let's all go to Bali for my birthday, and then she said, I don't know if I can make it.
Yeah, we booked it, all the hotels, all the planes, and then she got a timetable, and she was not going to come if her exam was during that time. But she can. She's gone straight from the exam to the airport. Anyway, Sean, I also sometimes think there's 52 weeks in a year, so don't, you know...
No, there is 52
weeks in a year.
There's not 54 or 68.
So you'd sometimes be right.
Where's 54 from? How many cards in a deck? Is
I don't
that...
know.
Also 52.
All I can say right now is the two stupidest people we're talking to are both parents.
There, I said it.
Not arguing, not arguing.
One of my children's gone to university. Thank you.
Well done, Shawnee. Well done, Shawnee.
Yeah, what? To go and get something to eat and leave?
Yeah, Nathan went to university.
Yeah, mate, yeah. Ta-da.
So did I.
Ta-da. Here you go, Sean. This is what you're proud of.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.